Well, it looks like Donald Trump, the Trump administration, that is in talks with Intel. The U.S. government wants a 10% stake in Intel. Now, AMD and NVIDIA is also dealing with the U.S. government, the Trump administration, in that they're trying to work out a deal about AI chips being sold to China. I heard 15%. But who knows, what is going on here at the end of the day. I think it's all about trying to pay off the massive, massive debt that is in the United States. Now, this, of course, is just not a problem in the United States. It's a problem in almost every single country these days. Now, you may or may not have heard of a thing called the CHIPS Act. It's basically a grant. So the government gives tech companies like Intel millions, billions of dollars in the hopes that will come back to them, in this case, a 10% stake in Intel, right? I help you. You help me as well. All I want is 10%. It kind of sounds fair on the surface, and Intel needs a massive injection right now of cash so they can do a ton of research to compete with AMD and especially NVIDIA. Now, I read all kinds of articles, listen to all kinds of podcasts, and watch all kinds of stuff all of the time. I love ingesting all this stuff and read tons of comments. And I hear people get irate about like AMD or NVIDIA or Intel, they wish they would fail and they're horrible. I get it. You buy a CPU, maybe it's the 13th gen or 14th gen Intel CPU, and, it's failed and you wasted your time and money and you were upset and PO'd and you say, I'm never going to buy Intel again. And I hope the whole company just goes bankrupt. Well, just think about that for a second, because if you lose Intel and someone else is pissed off about maybe AMD or NVIDIA, all their drivers and all the RTX 50 series cards and all the rest of it. If you don't have companies, NVIDIA, AMD, and Intel, I'm just using these three, but if you don't have enough companies in whatever it is, the gaming space, the AI space, you're not going to have competition, so there won't be innovation, and prices will soar to a point that's unimaginable. You think prices are high now. Can you imagine if one player, maybe in a decade or two, comes out on top and there's only one company, NVIDIA? Can you even imagine how much the prices will be then? So can Intel swing things around? Well, stranger things have certainly happened. They were once massive. They slipped a little bit, but they're not dead. They're not gone yet. And hopefully they can come back, because I want to see certainly more products from Intel when it comes to, on the gaming side, excellent CPUs and GPUs to keep AMD and NVIDIA in check, because they all do that. All together, they're looking at the competition's product, right? And they're trying to one-up them. What are your thoughts?